All right, guys. Well, this episode's not going to be the same as usual. We don't have a specific guest today. We do have Dylan, but we're not going to profile Dylan and ask him all that shit.
Dylan's definitely not a guest.
It would be a boring episode. I'm just kidding, Dylan. We got some big UFC fights coming up. Islam Makhachev versus JDM, which I'm excited about. And I have a bet for $100 with MMA Kid on that fight. If you remember, we did the podcast with him.
That's right.
I got JDM. He has Islam, so
Okay.
I'm banking on JDM. But the whole card, probably one of the best cards this year.
I think it's definitely the best since at least UFC 300, if not farther than that. It's an awesome card. Prelims are
It's kind
great.
of cool for us too, because if we get to talk about UFC fights, we can make some more predictions. And when people ask us who's gonna win, who do you think is gonna win the UNF fight, like we don't pick and choose who's gonna win those. But this one we can kind of break down a little bit, and I think we'll get into it.
Now, why do you guys think it's one of the best cards?
It's just super stacked. I mean, from the prelims on, it's just really good, gritty fights. I think every fight from prelims up has like fight of the night potential. Like all these matchups are done really well, and I think they're all just going to be bangers.
Like, Ryan, do you think there's a reason this card is so stacked, or is it just how it came together? Is there a reason UFC's stacking it like this, or?
I think it's not the last pay-per-view they're having on ESPN, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think Dana White did mention something about wanting to give him a good last card for the pay-per-view. But I think, again, like if you just look at the fight card top to bottom, you got champ versus champ. JDM, who just had an amazing performance versus Bilal, which I don't think Bilal and Islam are the same fighter, but someone who's very wrestling heavy. I think that fight's very, very intriguing. But again, even to the prelims, you got up-and-comers on the card. You got very close fights. And I'm not going to say too much, but I do think there's a lot of underdogs on this card that are going to cash whoever's taking some underdogs.
Might agree with that.
Might agree with that?
Might agree with that.
All right,
We'll
cool.
see.
Let's pull up the fight card and just get to it. Oh, first of all, let me, I got to read an ad because this episode is brought to you by one of our amazing partners.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So this episode is brought to you.
I think I know who it's going to be.
I was just starting my ad, bro. You
Okay, go.
coming
I
off.
didn't mean to jack you up. Go.
All right, this episode is brought to you by Ruckus Energy, the fuel that keeps the fight alive. Whether you're grinding through training camp, cutting weight, or just chasing your next goal, Ruckus brings clean, hard-hitting energy with no crash. Stay sharp, stay focused, fuel the fight with Ruckus Energy. Now you guys go ahead and take a shot of your Ruckus Energy, and let's give an honest review to everyone watching.
You twist it.
twist it.
It puts the flavor in there.
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
Pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, that's awesome. Let's give an honest review there, Dylan. Not bad.
That's actually super good. Yeah.
Woo.
I'm already on like 3 cups of coffee today, so let's
Yeah.
There you go.
Add
Plus
your
one.
ruckus.
Super good.
that's really good. Kind of wish it was tequila, but it looks really good.
Yeah. Next time we'll just do a little mixer
Yeah,
or
you
something.
can mix it up.
I think that's a better way to go, too. I think next time we break down a card or do a recap, I think we need a drink. I think it's going to add some like fun stuff.
We should drink it and then talk about the most controversial stuff going on in the world and just see what
In
happens.
the world.
And then we got to invite Yassine to be on that
Oh,
one for
Yassine.
sure.
That'd be a banger for sure.
Maybe
Mr. Chat GPT's out to get him.
maybe Edgar too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be funny. All right, but let's get to the card. Chris, if you could bring up the fight card, please. All right, so first fight. We're not gonna go over the early prelims, guys. Sorry, but first fight on the prelims. Malcolm Wellmaker versus I believe Cody Haddon. Is that his
Yeah,
name?
it's Cody. Cody Haddon.
I'm not so familiar with both these guys, but I know Wellmaker's an up and comer coming off a bunch of good performances.
Yeah.
Cody Haddon just fought. Was it Dan? I think Dan Archuleta or something like that. Good close fight, but Haddon definitely had it. But I'm gonna go with Wellmaker here, strictly off the hype, the power, and I just think he's gonna get the job done.
Yeah, I'm actually going to agree with that one. I mean, not to...
Bro, why are you agreeing with me on the first one?
I got to go. This is my first one maybe, but I got to give a little respect to Haddon. I mean, it's definitely not going to be like dominant, I don't think. I think they both have a shot. Haddon's a training partner of DDP, super dangerous guy. I think they're both undefeated right now in the UFC. Like, I think Wellmaker's 2-0, Haddon's 1-0, so it's bound to be a good fight. But yeah, got to take Wellmaker. I think he's going to finish him.
I don't like agreeing with Dylan.
Why don't you call that prediction? He's going to finish him what round? How's he going to finish him? I mean, if we're placing odds and bets on this kind of
Yeah,
stuff,
you're right.
right?
I'd say it's a second or third round. I'd say maybe second round.
Second or third?
Second
Like, come on,
finish.
you got to
Second round finish.
come on.
Second round finish for you?
Yeah.
All these cheats out there may be listening to your advice, Dylan. Tell me, are you like getting with Wellmaker to throw the fight or something, Dylan?
No, I'm
got
not.
any-
I'm
you
not-
got
yeah,
any-
that's
you got any
that's
inside
a sore
information there,
subject
Dylan?
right now.
A
We
little too
can't.
soon, man. A
we
little
can't go
too
into
soon.
Okay,
that,
my
yeah.
bad, my
No,
bad.
that's okay. I think I'll go. Actually, I'm gonna go decision Wellmaker. I know that probably doesn't make the most sense to people, but I do think Wellmaker is gonna have his best shot to finish it in the first round. After that, I think it's going to be a very close fight, but I'm going to give it 2 rounds to 1. Wellmaker is going to win decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So both you
Fair
guys are going
enough.
Wellmaker.
Well, who do you have? I know you don't know much on the guys, but just
No,
choose
I
one.
really, I like
Just-
Wellmaker.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Why
with
do you like Wellmaker?
I don't know because I follow him on social media. That's about it. I don't follow Haddon, so
So you stalk him.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the next fight. All right, Aaron
good one.
Blanchfield
This
versus
is a very good fight.
Tracy Cortez.
Come on, bro. You know what direction you have to go with this fight.
I don't think so.
No,
We're
let's,
definitely
let's see what you-
opposite. I'm going Aaron Blanchfield. She's actually probably
I am too.
she's my lock of the card.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, and there's another
Okay,
fight
fair
I would
enough.
pair with it, so the odds are good. But yeah, she's my lock of the card. I think her wrestling is gonna be a little too much.
Yeah.
Pace is gonna be a little too much. Tracy Cortez is also showing a lot of improvements, and like you've seen her grow in the UFC like crazy. So
Absolutely. Yeah.
again, I say lock, but you know, as you know, in UNF, in any fight organization, any fight, there's always a chance,
yeah.
and it can always happen. It could be her night. But looking at the fight itself, I have Aaron Blanchfield kind of running away with that one.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna hate me, but I agree.
Of course, you agree
I
with
agree.
me.
Why
not?
I
Listen,
need to
guys
start
are
going
like-
first because then it's gonna look
You know
like
what the problem
You could
is?
choose next one.
You two sit in that office together all day making matches for UNF, and you're
No,
like,
actually,
all
today he was saying some shit I
fucking
did not agree
What-
with.
what
yeah.
was
We'll
he
get there.
saying?
We'll get there.
I forgot what he was saying, but I just remember saying like, wow, doesn't make any sense. Like I didn't agree with that, but it wasn't, enough for me to remember exactly what it was. So it
Wasn't
probably wasn't a big
insane,
deal.
but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
borderline. Yeah. I got Blanchfield too. I think her wrestling's gonna be good. I got her in decision. He's
Okay,
gonna go all the
Blanchfield
way.
decision. I think so too.
They actually had a really good fight like 6 years ago in a promotion that I watched, and Blanchfield was only 19. Tracy was like 25. So
Oh, so they've already fought each other?
yeah, they were really young. So it was a good fight.
Who came out on top of the first one?
Well, you watched the fight, Dylan.
Yeah,
so you
Come
should
on,
know.
Dylan,
and
you
I
don't
watched the
fucking
fight, and
remember?
now I'm blanking. I think Tracy won it, and yeah, Tracy won the decision, but it could have gone either way. I think it was a.
You guys,
It was a
I think,
lot
are
of
just
grappling.
haters of Tracy Cortez.
I'm absolutely not.
What's the
I
hate
know.
about
I
her?
just feel like you guys are hating on her. You're not giving her the props that she
No,
deserves.
No, I think she's a
major
great
respect.
fighter.
Super
Yeah.
talented.
No, she won the first matchup,
She's
and
taking this one.
totally they both gotten so
Well, I
much
think you're
better
not giving
too.
Aaron
Winning
Blanchfield.
TKO
I think
second round.
you're not giving Aaron
TKO.
Blanchfield enough respect.
No, I'm picking Tracy Cortez because you guys picked Blanchfield. That's
But you were coming at us for not having respect for Tracy. Now we're coming at you for not having respect for Blanchfield.
yeah, but you didn't even say anything positive about Tracy.
What do you mean we
She's
didn't say
super
anything?
skilled.
I said she definitely has a chance. She's super skilled. We've seen her grow in the UFC.
Yeah.
I think Blanchfield's gonna be a little too much.
Okay.
No
I
disrespect,
agree.
Tracy
Yeah,
Cortez. I'm a big
absolutely
fan.
not. She
Big fan.
beat me up.
That's for sure.
Dylan, who won't beat you up?
True.
No, true. Dylan, do you have skills? I mean,
Not
have you trained or are you just like,
Not a lot. No, I've had
Yeah.
like a little jujitsu here and there, but no striking. But yeah, nothing crazy. Just a fan.
okay.
Fan.
All right. Got it.
All right, fair enough. All right, going Aaron Blanchfield. Pop's going Tracy Cortez. Dylan, Aaron Blanchfield. Let's go to the next one.
Come on, Tracy.
All right, this one I'm really stuck between, but I'm gonna let you
Me
go
too.
first,
Me
so
too,
we
yeah.
don't have.
You know,
to.
This is such a hard one.
This is a tough one. Me and Ryan were talking about this too, and I think I'm actually going to change my decision of what I told you.
to choose what I think is gonna
How-
happen. Probably go. Go
Not
ahead.
true. I'm going to say Koplov's going to finish him.
Bro. See, I have it on my notes here. He
But I said it
earlier,
first, so now
RoboCop-
he's copying me.
No, you just said that you're going to change your answer from what you said earlier. I got Kopylov on my notes right here, but yeah, whatever. All right, it's fine. You think he's gonna finish him?
I think he's going to finish him, yeah. I think they're both super dangerous, but I think Koplov's just going to edge him out just a little bit further. And yeah, I got Kopylov.
Okay, I got Roman Kopylov. I think it's like a 55-45 fight though. Like it could
Definitely.
go either way. Just what sticks out to me is RoboCop's fight versus Jared Cannonier, and I just think that Kopylov could put that pace on him. And I think if it stays on the feet, that's Kopylov's world multi division Muay Thai champ or kickboxing champ, and
Yeah.
just a really really good fighter. And I feel like even though he's 34, he's like just getting into his prime.
Yeah. agree.
So I'm giving that. But again, that fight's a 50-50 shot. I'm not necessarily set. I wouldn't say to take either one of them in a bet,
Yeah.
but I do think Kopylov's gonna get it done somehow.
Yeah. I think it'll be a super entertaining striking match. And
Yeah, Rodriguez
I'm looking
is a
forward
dog.
to it.
He is-
Remember
he
those
is, yeah,
days
he's
at LFA?
scary.
Like, wow.
scary.
He just fucking had a great knockout versus Jack Hermanch. I was actually at that fight live, Ilya versus Charles Oliveira. Right when we got to the arena, we didn't even watch the fight, but we heard everyone going crazy. So I looked at my phone. It was him knocking him out. It was just sick. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. So we're pretty much same picks, Dylan. So
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys are boring, bro. Like,
well, what
where's
if we
the
did,
controversy?
okay,
to
but
go
hold on.
back
What
from?
if the fights play out and we got every pick right? Then we just
Yeah.
know what we're talking about.
This is true. I don't think it's
true.
going to happen, though.
No, not every pick.
We got
I
a
think I'm gonna go
hater.
70%.
We got a hater over
What's
here.
a good average of picking fights, to be honest, if you're a gambler? Like, I mean, what's.
So I guess you want to be at least like 60%, I guess is a decent number. But like you have to look at it like this. Like if you're gambling, there's guys that you have to bet $200 to win $100 on. Yeah. There's guys you could put like $100 to win 200. So you have to win 2 times of the guys that are favorite to really equal 1 win, or one guy that's it just so it depends on what you're taking. But I think you want to hit at least 60% of your bets for sure.
Okay.
I probably couldn't do that. But yeah.
No, you usually do pretty good, don't you?
There's been a couple cards where I've gotten like 1 off or 2 off, but
it's a good feeling.
Yeah, because I know when we usually bet at the house.
No, but the fucked up part is like I don't really bet, but like my friends would be like, I love betting on the UFC fights. Like, Ryan, what are your picks? And like at the end of the night, I fucking hate you. You don't know what you're talking about. Why are you even in the MMA industry?
Getting all the flack for it.
Listen, bro, like one thing you gotta love about the sports, the most unpredictable thing. Like we're sitting here saying Erin Blanchfield is such a lock, or we think she's gonna win. And come Saturday night, let's see.
Tracy's gonna smash her. Just telling you guys.
Why do you like Tracy so much?
Yeah. I don't know. I think she's super talented.
She's super talented.
La Raza, homie. That's why.
La Raza.
I'm with La Raza for this one.
All right, that's cool. All right, Kris, let's go to the next one. Oh, all right, Dylan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. I'm a fan of the ground game. This is probably going to be a super grappling heavy match. Vieira's like a vet legend in the jiu-jitsu community, and Nickel's obviously super known for his wrestling. So, man, I think I'm going to go Nickel in a decision at the end of the day, but it should be a super entertaining grappling match. I'm super excited for it. So
there was a lot of talk online.
I said it first, so he's shaking his head over here. He's copying me now.
Again. Yeah, there's a lot of talk online that people were talking about the UFC's disrespecting Nickel by having him on the undercard.
I think that's all like a troll.
Yeah, they just booted him off of it like last week or this week, right? He was on the main card.
Look at the card.
These fighters, like, I don't know, is there a money-making difference whether you're on the main card or undercard, or is it just like an exposure?
No, I don't think. Thing? I mean, listen, I don't know like the exact, but I'm 99% sure it's not. I think it's more of an exposure thing. But yeah, I don't think you're making any less money.
I even know, like, so for us, we got to determine who's in the red corner, blue corner. And I know some fighters get pissed when they're in the blue corner. They think they belong in the red corner. And we really put them in the corners with what makes the most sense logistically most of the time.
Yeah, like if they...
Except champs always come out of the red, but it's such a crazy thing.
It really doesn't really matter. I mean,
if you were a fighter, would you care if you're on the undercard or main card? Would it
undercard, main card? It depends where I'm at. It depends if I earned and deserved.
Well, bro, you'd never get to the undercard. You'd be on the early prelims for sure if you were a fighter.
You're probably gonna be my coach and manager and not doing shit for me.
Whatever, bro.
It's the corner's fault.
No,
listen, your coaches and your manager make a big. They make a big factor into those things too, right? How they build you, how they train you. So he's talking shit about me, but I'm gonna be a product of him. So
just a reflection of the coaching.
Yeah, he's got a point there. Well, what do you think? You think it bothers these guys if they're on the?
I think so. Maybe, like, especially for a guy like Nickel who's had a couple good fights. I mean, maybe he feels like he deserves it, but I don't know. I mean, do you guys feel like the UFC got bullied into? He was on the main card initially.
The UFC doesn't get bullied.
Do you think they got bullied into kicking him off the main card? They obviously care if they changed it.
No, I think they. Well, let's go through the card and we'll see. But I think probably made sense to maybe drop it. I mean, Bill Nickel's last performance, obviously for the Ritter wasn't the best performance, kind of gas.
It was a rough one, yeah.
But he's so new to MMA, no matter how you want to put it. Although he's an amazing wrestler and one of the best in the world, he's still new to MMA. So he had to jump in competition. But there's probably other guys on the card that may be more deserving. But
well, you got to give him props, right? To even be competing at this level. I mean, his wrestling pedigree is second to
Bo Nickel's going to be, I think, honestly, probably a future champ one day, or like definitely in the top 5 for a long, long time.
That's not a crazy.
What do you think that DeRitter loss does to him? Like, mentally, you think now he's coming back?
I mean, I don't know about mentally. I think in the UFC's eyes, though, like, no matter, listen, DeRitter's a fucking warrior, no matter how people online spin it and put it. But like, when you want to become the best in the world or chasing a championship, and you kind of, I'm not saying he quit or like the corner threw the towel in, but that's a hard image to have, and then fight for a belt kind of soon or get to the top of it again.
Isn't it crazy how one day you're on top, next day you're on the bottom? DeRitter just lost. Like, he was
but like, I'll give DeRitter too, like, credit. Like, I mean, his opponent who he's supposed to fight fell out. He takes an opponent on a week and a half, 2 weeks notice, whatever it is, different styles. Yeah. And you can tell he's gangster and like he's all about it. I think just sometimes like it depends on the night. Like he was gassed, not like he wanted to quit. He was going to take a lot more damage than he needed to take.
Well, it's something you want to talk about too, about being gangster in this mentality. Like, Taco Padilla, his opponent just missed weight by 5 fucking pounds. Like,
yeah.
And Taco's a gangster. He's like, I'm not ducking any fades. Like, do you think that's a smart move on these guys' fight? Well, but what do you guys think? Is it a smart move taking that short notice fight against an opponent you haven't trained for? Is it smart taking a fight when an opponent misses weight?
I'm gonna pull a Yassine right here and say yes and no.
Yes and no.
Because I don't think there's like a straight answer for it. I do think for Taco, someone who's now undefeated in the UFC, this could be his 4th fight, but still has a lot to prove, I think, to the UFC matchmakers, UFC brass, and everything like that. You have opportunity. You're on the main card, and the guy you're supposed to fight comes in 5-6 pounds over. Now it's a catch-22, right? You don't want someone to not have to cut as much weight as you, probably be able to rehydrate to a certain amount. But like, if you go in there, like Taco said, not duck at any fades, go out there, still have a good performance. How much more intrigued are you to work with that person or to build that person or to like, that's like just gangster mentality. Now, could it backfire? Yeah, because people that miss weight usually have an advantage just with the weight, not having to cut the weight. So
a little bit heavier.
It's a yes and no. I don't know. I just love the mentality when guys will do it, but I would never also recommend doing it because that's just it's not 1 or 2 pounds either. It's fucking 5 pounds.
5 pounds is a big deal.
That's almost another weight class above.
Dylan, you're a coach. What are you telling your athlete to do if somebody comes in and misses by 5?
I think it's a matchup thing, but I think in Taco's place, like I think you take it. I mean, he's hungry for it. He doesn't care, he doesn't care about the 5 pounds. He's happy to get that little purse bonus if he beats him, and I think he will. So
let's talk about that too. I think you should get fined 10% for every pound you miss.
I actually love that.
Because,
love that too,
1 pound, you should have missed weight, but like 1 pound, there's not much of an unfair advantage there. Like, that last pound sucks to cut. So there is but there's not that much of a disadvantage.
Compared to 5 or 6 pounds.
Fucking 5 pounds, you should give up 50% of your purse because you are almost another weight class above what you're supposed to weigh in at.
Yeah. And I think this is Bonfim's second time missing weight too. So that has to add to it. And like, I don't know. I see people online calling for like 75 or even higher percentages of their purse getting taken, which I can't say it's not that crazy of a take. I mean, especially as a kind of like repeat offender.
So the UFC is a monster. I don't think it's a very big deal for them if that fight would have dropped off, right? It's not crazy.
I do think for this card, it kind of matters a little bit because the whole card is kind of based around the Bonfim brothers fighting together.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the brothers being in the main event.
That's
both
right.
on the main card. But at the same time, no, the UFC is going to be fine regardless, unless you're missing John Jones falls out or Conor McGregor or Islam Makhachev or someone like that. I think the UFC respects the shit out of Taco for still taking that. And
absolutely.
If he goes and gets the job done how I know he's going to, because Bonfim cannot hang with him. Even if he were to make weight and he was as healthy as possible, like he has 2.5 minutes to take Taco out. Otherwise, Taco's going to dominate the rest of the fight.
Yeah. So I think that's a hard thing, right? Like when you're a coach, like whether you want your athlete to still continue taking that fight, whether it's a short notice sort of opponent that you're not really prepared for, are missing weight.
I think also maybe what comes into it, because a lot of fighters, every fight camp's gonna be different for a fighter. You're gonna have different nagging injuries. Maybe you have an illness or sickness you're not telling them about, because fighters have to fight with that unless they got something broken or whatever it is. So if Taco's in the best shape of his life and best training camp he's ever had, they're probably like, fuck it, we're ready to go.
Put in all the work,
Yeah, I mean,
that's... If Taco maybe had like a little knee thing that you could fight through, but like, it's all fucked. You know what I mean? It just, that also comes into it, I think.
Yeah. No, I just love Taco's mentality and these guys that are ready anytime, any place for anyone. I think that's a great characteristic.
Yeah. But again, there is a thing to be said that it has to be calculated risk. So like you have to take into consideration.
I go back to, on the regional scene, we had a fighter, miss weight by like 8 pounds and the athlete, his opponent still took it. Then he ends up getting fucking knocked out. And then it's just like, well, should he have taken that? Then it's always second guessing everything. It's just such a hard sort of thing.
I can speak for both of us too. It's like, you people have to be professional, but like if one fighter maybe pulled out because someone missed weight by 1 pound, that's a little looked at. Like, I'm a little like, you should have took it. 5 pounds though, if a fighter does not want to take the fight anymore, there is not like 1 ounce of UNF that says like you should have took the fight.
Totally.
So that when you get up to like 5 pounds, I even think 1 pound. Like I think if you sign a contract, you should make that weight.
Yeah.
But we're talking about 5 pounds here, not fucking 1 pound. So there's there's a lot more that goes into that.
Yeah. 5 and up is definitely kind of ridiculous.
Even 3 and up.
I mean,
well, that's why I kind of at weigh-ins when guys are missing weight. I always tell their opponent, hey, it's only a fucking pound or whatever. Make the guy work to fucking get it off. Make him put the work in and get it as down as he can. But I kind of agree with you, Ryan. I think a pound isn't. Everybody should make weight, but a pound isn't.
We are not preaching to like, just come every time 1 pound over. Well, be a professional. Come at the contract to weight. But when you're talking about missing weight, I think 1 pound compared to 3 to 5 pounds is just completely.
Yeah, it just changes the equation. Yeah. Like when you're coming in 5 pounds, that's a different conversation.
Anything over 5 is ridiculous. It's a lot.
I really think anything over 2, one more.
Even like 1 pound guys still don't take the fight because they're like, well, they just kill themselves to almost make weight. You can't do the one last pound. So
it's also a respect thing at that point. Like, I put in the work to get to this point on what we agreed on, and you didn't. And I know there's some things that could be different. It's not as black and white as just like you didn't make it or you did, but still, I mean, it's whatever happens.
Like that 1 pound mark is like, I think fighters should still take it, but anything after that is just like, you don't fault the fighter for not doing it anymore.
100%. That's kind of where I was going too.
But it's also like when a fighter does, you're like, I fucking love this guy. He doesn't give a fuck.
Exactly.
He's gangster.
That's that mentality.
This is the type of people we want to work with. Although at the same time, I'm not trying to encourage people to do that because it might not be smart.
It's a sticky situation. When guys, you don't want to co-sign it.
When guys have that mentality, though, you look at them, you're like, no matter what, this guy was going to come to win. It doesn't matter if he's fighting a heavyweight, whatever. You just love that mentality as a promoter or a matchmaker.
Totally.
But I'm also not saying for people to do it. So
look, everybody just needs to fucking make weight so we never have to have this conversation again. But I think too, like when dudes don't make weight, I don't think they realize the negative impact it has not only on their opponent and the promotion if that fight falls out, especially on the regional scene. A lot of time, effort's put into that. And when these guys aren't professionals and miss weight and fights fall through, it just really sucks.
Yeah, well, I think me and Ryan mentioned what we think, but what do you think that the penalty should be?
No, I'm so aligned with that. I think, for every pound, it should be 10 fucking percent. I mean, it's got to be something
scaled,
substantial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it can't be, the same amount for 2 pounds versus 5 pounds, 6 pounds, whatever.
Yeah, it means a lot.
I think Taco's getting 25%, which I just feel like it should be more than that.
It should be north of 40, I think, if not even more than that. Like,
he should get half the fucking fight.
Who is it? There was a female fighter who came out because both of her opponents in two or three fights have missed weight. She's pissed off about it. Like the 20% isn't that big of a deal. Yeah. They really need to pay. There need to be stiffer consequences.
Yeah.
So to me, it needs to be substantial because at the end of the day, the fighter that didn't make weight needs to, feel the pain. Yeah. And then the guy that steps up or the gal that steps up and takes that fight deserves to get rewarded.
And at the end of the day, this is a business just like anything else. And like if you're working a different job that's not in the fight game and you miss a deadline or you turn something in late or fib something huge, like it's not just like keep going. It's you're gonna get penalized for that. Something's gonna happen. So I think it has to translate.
I think too the stakes are so high in this game. Right. So it's just crazy. The stakes are a lot higher. Anybody missing weight needs to have severe penalties.
Every little thing counts.
Taco could have said no to this fight, right? But Taco's not on a yearly salary. He's going to get paid per fight.
Yeah.
So.
And does the UFC has the choice whether they pay him as show money or no? He made weight, so they'll pay him as show money.
I don't know if that's like
that's what we do. If somebody comes in and makes weight.
I don't know if there's like a strict thing for that, but I know a lot of times UFC does pay the person show money if the other person misses weight. But then again, I mean, you still need to make a paycheck. Taco's still going in there to make another half of what he should get for show money. It's just, I don't know. I think it's fucked up, especially when guys miss weight by a lot. But like you said it best, no one should be missing weight anymore. Just make the fucking weight. And that's it.
Yeah.
Make weight.
Be realistic, yeah.
No, from a matchmaker's perspective, Ryan, what would you do if you've got a guy that consistently doesn't make weight? Would you just cut him and not work with him anymore? Or would you make him fight at a higher weight class? I mean, what's sort of the solution to that if there's an athlete out there that
you got to make a decision of just, I don't know, not one size fits all, but like if a guy missed weight at 135 twice, I think one time, like most people are going to miss weight maybe once in their life. I think a lot of people at least miss weight once when you fought 20 times or whatever it is. But like if you miss weight twice at the same weight class, you got to fight 10 pounds up. So if you miss that weight by 1 or 2 pounds, now you're fighting 10 pounds up.
Yeah.
If you miss weight again, that's just a personal issue. You don't take it serious. And then after that, I think it's like, okay, there's no need to work with you because you don't take this seriously.
Yeah, you get cut. Yeah.
If you're missing weight 10 pounds from what you want to fight initially, that's when you obviously don't have your diet in place. You don't have certain things. So, yeah, I mean, it also depends on like the fighter. But I think one weight miss, don't love it. Okay. If you miss weight again at that same weight class, you have to fight up. Otherwise, there's no reason to book you at that same weight class.
Yeah. You agree with that?
Yeah, I like that. I think it's a good workaround. And then it also minimizes the chance of them doing that again if it's a problem with that specific weight class. Yeah. Maybe they kind of deserve to get bumped up.
I also wish like fighters just fight more in their natural weight classes as well.
Yeah, the whole weight cutting thing and all that just really bothers me, man. I think if you're supposed to fight, like maybe weigh in at, 155 or whatever, and you can't be more than 160 the next day. You know what I mean? Something just
probably 10 pounds, but yeah.
Yeah, well, whatever, bro. I'm a fucking fanboy. I don't know what it should be, but I see what these dudes go through cutting that weight and what it does to them. Yeah. So, I'm not a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the solution is. So,
yeah.
All right.
Maybe one day we'll find it. But until then, we'll keep going over UFC fights.
Kris, do you have a solution to weight cutting? You have anything to add to that, Kris Coulter?
I do not, because I need to cut some weight.
Me and you both.
I, bro. As do I. I feel you.
I would say I would need some tips.
Some of these guys lose like 15 pounds in a day, so maybe we could follow that.
Yeah.
All right. Is this the start of the main card? I think it is, right?
Yeah, I think it's the first fight of the main card.
So talking about Bo Nix not being on the main card, like I think you got to put Dariush versus Benoit Saint-Denis on there over him, to be honest.
I 100% agree with that.
Not a
Beneil
crazy
Dariush is a legend.
Bo Nickel deserved being on it before. I think he has a lot of eyeballs on him. He's one of those guys, just this exact card. I don't think the UFC got bullied. I don't think any of that. I just think
You guys keep saying who's bullying?
not you guys.
Bo
He
Nichols?
said it, so I'm just
Who's
bringing it up.
bullying? Who, Dylan, do you fucking think is bullying the UFC to put
I mean,
Bo
I don't
Nichols
know
on the
if it's-
undercard?
I
What's
don't know.
your conspiracy
Dylan
theory
sent them
behind
a
that?
three-page essay on why they should move Bo Nix down. That's why it happened.
Chris, can you maybe
Bo
do a
Nix?
search of Chat GPT, like why Bo Nickel got moved to the undercard? You think Chat GPT knows anything?
Let's see what they have to say. Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Maybe.
What do you think? I mean, so do you think there's some
bullying might be a bit of a crazy word to use, but obviously they got a bunch of flack for him being on the card, and they made a change after a bunch of people were complaining about it. I think it definitely had an input.
Just a bunch of fucking
I think
keyboard
the whole
warriors
internet,
like me?
yeah,
or,
exactly. The
just
whole
some
internet was
fucking
saying like, "Why does he deserve
casuals?
it?" Which I think they said the last time too. But yeah, I mean that's all I was seeing up until the point. Like,
do you really think the UFC cares what fucking people say to them? I mean, to a degree.
I mean, not that much. Bullying is a crazy word to use. I might take that one back, but I think it has some kind of impact. That there's got to be someone that's reading those comments and like it had to get brought up at some point.
All right.
Fan criticism. Okay, there.
Come on, read it off, Ryan. Let's see what you
Yeah, the promotion opted to elevate Beneil Dariush versus Benoit Saint-Denis to the main card. Okay, I understand that.
That makes total sense to me.
Yeah, no, me too. In addition, Nickel had recently suffered his first pro MMA loss, which we already talked about. Nickel himself acknowledged the change and framed it as a part of his evolution. Okay, so in short, the move was made as the promotion responded to the fan reaction, adjusted to the card to highlight a fight that deemed stronger for the main slot and reflected the fact that Nickel's status is still being built rather than fully established. Okay, but still to the point, I don't think they got bullied.
Well, Dylan did admit that was a harsh word.
It was a harsh word, but
so
I mean,
Dylan's actually smarting onto something.
ChatGPT just co-signed me, so
there you go. All right,
whatever.
Dylan's been vindicated by ChatGPT.
Now it's whatever.
I get it. I just think that other fight was more deserving. I think that maybe they put Bo Nickel off pay-per-view buys to generate some more buys. I think Bo Nickel fighting probably generates more than Benoit Saint-Denis versus Beneil Dariush.
I'd agree.
But if you're a fan of UFC, like
you really think so?
Yeah.
You don't think Dariush has like a huge following?
No, he totally does. I just think Nickel's super popular
not more than
right
that. Because you kind of know what you're going to get with Dariush as well. Like Bo Nickel now, I think the loss doesn't help the hype, but like it's like how does he bounce back?
It almost builds more kind of mystery to like what's going to happen.
Yeah, what's going to happen? Is this guy a fraud or is he actually going to be one of the best in the world type of thing?
Well, look, storylines are everything to promote fights.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, with this fight, I'm gonna go first. I hope you don't choose the same as me, but
he's going to.
I'll just go opposite for this one, just so he doesn't get mad.
I'm taking
Stay true to yourself,
underdog Beneil Dariush in this one. I think he's like plus 170 every $100 or 175. Every $100 you get 175. The only way I see Benoit Saint-Denis like winning this fight is if like he's either knocks him out like cold or he just too strong physically, like imposes a physical will. But like skill for skill, I'm rocking with Beneil Dariush.
Yeah. I mean, this is a tough one. I've been going back and forth since I've been thinking about this, and I think end of the day, I think Benoit gets it done, like second or third. I think he'll finish him in the second or third. Here's our first disagreement.
Dylan, your dad would be so disappointed at you right now. Like you're losing this one.
No, let's put some lunch on it.
Let's do it.
Put lunch on it.
In and out, Flying Dutchman.
No,
what are we doing?
CCC.
CCC?
Yeah, a little healthier.
Why not the?
Okay,
no Flying Dutchman.
Even though Caesar salad wrap is what I get, and that shit's not even.
That's
it's not even healthy. But like, I feel good about myself because I'm eating a salad wrap. So
there's lettuce in it.
The visual, right? Like you just think you're doing better with that Caesar dressing. Is like 1,000 calories alone, bro. That's exactly what I do, though.
You know what? Someone asked you what you ate. You said I ate a salad, and that's all they know.
Leave it at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Who do you got? You got Beneil.
Yeah, Beneil. I mean, he's just such a class act. He's a legend.
He's a really nice guy too. He corners a bunch of guys at our events.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of his, and I would absolutely love to be proved wrong.
And everyone that deals with that guy loves him. All of his students, everybody that trains under him, they just think the world.
Massive respect. Yeah.
Well, it's not like massive respect because he's a UFC legend because he has that skill set. It's who he is as a person. So I think when you can have that level of skill set, be a fucking killer like that, and be a good person. That says everything. Yeah. He deserves to win.
He was so close to the top.
What are the odds, Chris? Can you click on the odds?
Yeah, I can see him right now. So
plus 175 for Beneil.
Plus 175 for Beneil. So every $100 you bet, you make 175 for BSD, you got to bet $210 to make 100. So there's a lot of value on Dariush here.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I see this fight in my head. Dariush is better skill-wise. Now, I don't know if the age will catch up to him a little bit, if the chin is not as good as
You're
it
such a
used to
hater on the older folks, bro. Come on.
I just picked him to win. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
I'm just talking as a fight analyst right now. Do you not think
Okay.
being 37, 30, how old is he? 37, 36? You always say this is a young man's sport, by the way. You're the one that
No,
preaches
it
that
really
shit.
is wrong. It really
So, but I'm
is.
giving, I think Benito, as I was saying before, he almost reached the top, almost got a title shot. Charles Oliveira fight, he was winning until he got caught with a head kick. You know, and they got caught a couple times, but he beat Gamrot, who's one of the better guys in the division,
Yeah.
especially
Totally.
wrestling-wise,
Totally.
physically strong. So, I don't know, Benoit Saint-Denis also got dominated by Moicano. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I do think Benoit Saint-Denis is an amazing fighter, obviously. We're talking about top 15 guys in the world, but we're breaking down the fight. So, I really think Benil, technically, I think all around just a little bit better. I think physically and just athletically, Benoit Saint-Denis, and they both have amazing skills. So we'll see kind of how it goes.
Bound to be a banger because these guys are.
I think it's gonna be a close fight. I think
Yeah.
it will go decision. If it goes decision, I got Dariush. If there's a finish, I think it's gonna come from Benoit Saint-Denis.
I totally agree.
Of course you do.
I agree within our disagreement. I agree.
Yeah, because you are picking Benoit Saint-Denis to win, so that's good. All right, awesome.
On to the next, Chris.
Ooh, this one's a little
This
exciting.
is a tricky one. This might be my most difficult pick, I think. I've been going back and forth. I've been telling Ryan, I think every day I've came in here and told him a different answer. So,
Really?
Yeah.
But why?
I really like both
Are you
these
like
guys.
in your own fucking head, Dylan, or what's going on with that?
I mean, maybe a little bit. I just keep going back and watching these guys fight, and they're just both so dangerous. I mean, there's just positives and negatives for both of these guys. What do I think?
Well, look,
I
you're
have
you have to
to-
look
I
at
have
your
to-
fucking little
I have
card
to-
to figure out what you think.
I have to lock in my official. I've been going back and forth, so this is the moment.
Maybe he's waiting for you to go first.
I'll
and
go
then-
No,
then he's- then
I'm
he's
literally
gonna
going
decide.
first right now.
I'll go first.
I'll go first, so you guys don't.
But
give
it's
me,
taking
give
you
me
a
shit
while,
for
bro.
it.
Like, what's so hard?
Give me a little grace. I got Leon in decision.
Yeah, it's gonna be a close one. I think Prates learned a lot from that Ian Gary fight, though.
Yeah,
And I think he's had like 8 fights in the UFC, and he's finished all of them by knockout besides the
Yeah.
one he lost.
yeah,
Which he could have got the finish in that 5th round if he put the gas on a little more, the pressure on a little more.
absolutely.
But I do think Leon's a crafty striker. For me, it's not me talking shit, but like I wonder if Leon still has the fire like that he used to, right?
No,
like,
he doesn't.
You know, that head kick of Kamaru Usman. Like
Leon's going to sleep, Ryan.
Leon's
Leon's going
I'm
to
picking
sleep.
I'm picking Prates, but I do.
Me too.
If it was a 5-round fight, I'm really leaning towards Prates. I think 3 rounds actually helps Leon here.
Yeah,
And I think it could go either way, but I'm gonna go with Prates just to disagree with Dylan.
I'm calling.
love it.
And those are pretty much the same odds as Benoit Saint-Denis and
Yeah.
Dariush. So Leon Edwards is an underdog plus 175, which means you bet 100, you get 175 for every 100. And those aren't like, I don't know. I wouldn't take Carlos Prates at minus 210. That's a lot.
it's a lot. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, me too. All right. Well, what's next for Prates if he wins? He probably another one more fight than potentially title.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, next one. Ooh, this could be a
Mm.
sick one. Very sick. You know who Michael Morales is?
No.
He's dangerous, man.
I got to go with Michael Morales here. I'm going for it. Sean Brady's a beast. I mean, he looked great against Leon Edwards, but
I love Sean Brady.
I do too.
I'm going
but,
Brady. Yeah,
I love Brady.
Bro, like
Yeah,
just
me
what you
too.
see.
but I don't know anything about Morales. So educate me on Morales.
super
Bro,
good,
if
powerful striker.
if
Yeah.
Bilal's one of the best in the world, but like Bilal just finished him on the feet when they fought. And if Bilal's doing that, if Michael Morales can stop the pressure and the takedowns,
I think that was an early stoppage, but
from how? What do you
wasn't
mean?
he still on his feet?
Yeah, but like not throwing punches. And
I guess
just
so,
getting hit
yeah.
in the face.
I guess so.
But with that being said, Sean Brady is one of the.
Why do you give up so easy, Dylan?
I didn't agree. I just conceded a little bit. I said I guess so, but I never said I didn't.
Honestly, I
agree
want to
with me.
retract my statement also because Sean Brady is literally could fight for a title any given day. Honestly, he's one of the best in the world, and I gotta give Bilal his credit too because Bilal's
Yeah.
improved tremendously on the feet, and that's why he became world champ. But I do think in this fight, it's gonna be very, very close. We always say this, but like whoever implements their game plan better, I really think is gonna win the fight. I think Morales can stay a little bit more at range, do some pick shotting, keep the pace a little bit more of a slower pace. I think
Yeah.
that favors Morales, and then Brady could get in his face, close the distance, shoot for
Exactly.
takedowns, get to the clinch, all that kind of stuff. Then Brady should get it. I'm rolling with Michael Morales here, but that's just what I think.
How's he finish it?
I don't know.
How's it
I
end?
mean, if I had to choose,
You have to choose, bro.
I'm gonna go with decision.
Okay. I think Brady can sub him in the second.
I'm rocking with you, Dylan.
Let's do it.
I like that.
There we go.
I like that.
Leave me hanging.
Especially because I know nothing about Morales, so I have to go Brady.
No, he's super dangerous.
18-0, 13 knockouts.
He needs to watch the distance because that guy's super dangerous.
Just
super
demolished Gilbert Burns in the first round.
Yeah, like bad. It was a rough fight for him.
Yeah. All right, next one.
It's crazy how a guy could be on top for a minute and then just
First
Gilbert
super
Burns.
fight.
Is this a super fight?
Yeah, well, he's coming up.
You don't think this is a super fight?
I don't know. I feel like I don't see anything about it online or any media posting it. Like, have you heard about this being, coming up soon?
No, I haven't seen much hype about it, but this is two fucking...
No, it is two of the best in ever for women's MMA.
I've seen people say either way, whoever wins, they become the best in women's MMA, which I don't know if I agree with that fully, but they're definitely like at least top three. At least top.
Have you guys been following all the shit about Ronda Rousey and all that lately?
Yeah, what she called like Joe Rogan a fucking
she called him a casual pretty much.
Called him a casual and how fickle MMA fans are and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, of the time, I do believe Ronda Rousey was the GOAT of her time.
Totally. I mean, that era was...
Yeah, she wasn't.
Also, Joe Rogan was like the biggest Ronda Rousey supporter. That's kind of hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder that there's got to be a little tension in that room.
He probably brought it up on one of the podcast episodes.
It's like, I'm sure if any of these guys see that, like, we're picking against them, they look like, fuck these people, Like,
well, no, Ronda's saying she's kind of finding the passion for MMA again. She's training. I know she just had to get, man.
Listen, nowadays she's got to work on, I think she's world class, obviously, judo, jiu-jitsu. If she could get her striking up to like competitive levels, she can compete with anyone for sure. Yeah. That's how I feel. But there's the last time we saw her fight, there's a huge gap. There's a huge gap.
No, the evolution of this sport moves quicker than any other sport, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, it does. And the sport is like never ending of like Taka was on the podcast a while ago, but he's just talking about like how many different ways you could do an armbar, how you could set it up and how you could do this. And like, I feel like there's just like MMA is just like this never ending fucking learning.
We kind of talked about it on another pod, like, NFL, NBA. What's the evolution of those sports? What new is happening in the NBA or NFL?
People are scoring more points because I think the league needs more ratings, but like nothing like in the sense of like evolution. But I mean, you can't lie. Like from 20 years ago, like guys that like are like role players now could have got like 20, 30 points a game in those days. I think personally, everyone has a fucking 3-point shot now. Back in the day, you had 2 people on a team that could just drain a 3. True.
Yeah, you had the role guys. Yeah,
but that's just because of analytics and how things change. But I think like the skill level, like I mean, this is the most exciting sport, most fastest growing sport, and it's became mainstream. Obviously, the most recently. So the more eyeballs on it, I think more people have gone into it, and the more evolution there's been.
Yeah, I would love Ronda Rousey to come back and smash everybody.
That'd be awesome.
That would be the biggest comeback story ever possible.
That would be like a fucking Uno reverse card right there. That'd be sick. Who knows though? I mean, like who would she fight?
Who would she fight?
Yeah, like Amanda Nunes. Like that already happened.
That'd be crazy.
Listen, I just would love to see Ronda come back and smash everybody.
I'd like to see her versus Holly Holm again. I think Holly Holm's older. I don't know if she retired officially. I know she's like doing
boxing. She's doing boxing now.
But like that'd be a good comeback fight for Ronda. Get that revenge, and Holly Holm could still be like, oh no, I'm still
get that one back. Yeah,
they could hype the shit out of that.
Yeah,
the storyline would be awesome. Yeah. For anything with Ronda, the story would be awesome.
Yeah, big name.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's get to this fight because these are 2 current best females in the world.
Yeah.
Valentina.
I know who I'm going with, but I'm gonna let Dylan go first.
Man, this is a tough one. This is another one I've been going back and forth on. I'm a huge Zhang Weili fan, but man, I think Valentina's gonna take this one. I think she's bigger than her. I think she's gonna outstrike her, and I think she's gonna take it. I think it'll this come until it's 5 rounds, right?
What weight are they fighting?
Well, it's for a championship. Every
25.
They're fighting at 25.
Yeah, because Zhang vacated her belt and went up for this.
Okay, shit.
So this is like, best woman in the world, damn near, wins this fight.
What do you mean damn near? Who's better than these 2?
I know, exactly. Not damn near.
Honestly, Alexa Grasso gave Valentina a couple rough fights.
Yeah.
So, like she's right up there too.
Totally. Yeah, I think Valentina takes it. I think it'll go late. I don't know if we'll go all the way, but maybe 4th or 5th.
Oh, this is going to decision.
You think so?
100%.
Yeah.
Both of those are really tough. I mean, I could see Valentina maybe finishing with like a left high kick or something like that.
That's what I keep seeing,
the size discrepancy. But besides that, I don't think any girl's getting submitted. I don't think they're getting caught with anything that isn't like just a high kick for Valentina. And I don't think like Weili, when she fought in 115, she had such a physical advantage versus most of her opponents.
Yeah.
She's not gonna have that with Valentina.
No.
I think Valentina's better skill wise. I think Valentina has slowed down as she's getting a little bit older, but I'm not saying that in a bad way because when I say slow down, she was the best in the world.
Yeah.
She was hanging with Amanda Nunes when she should not have been fighting her, just according to weight and the size of them.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Valentina.
Yeah.
Valentina's going to win, I think, by a pretty dominant decision.
What does Valentina need to do to win, though, Ryan? What are her keys to victory?
Just fight at her distance, not let Weili land crazy hooks. And I think Weili might have, I mean, they're fast in different ways too. Like Weili's more like explosive kind of,
Like
but
fast
Valentina
twitch,
has really good footwork and like knows her range and also has fast kicks and everything. So I don't know. I think Valentina's just a little bit skill wise. It's like a little, it's not the same, but it's like a little like the same, like not Moicano, sorry. Dariush versus Benoit Saint Denis a little bit. Like I do
Could
think
go either way.
Valentina's a little just more technical everywhere. And I don't think Weili's going to have that much of a physical advantage because she's coming up in weight.
Yeah. I think we're on the same
What
page.
does Weili need to do to win?
I mean, I think she
has to make it uncomfortable for Valentina.
Yeah,
Like-
she has to close that gap
you can't
and
let
be in her
Valentina
face.
get in
Yeah,
her groove because once she
can't
gets
give
in
her
a groove and starts picking
she
you
can't give her a
apart.
moment to think. Yeah, so
No.
she just has to be on her and push that pace.
Yeah.
But I did
much
think
as
Alexa
can.
Grasso, well, I think the first fight she did a little better in the ground game, but I thought Valentina would have a much more significant advantage on the ground. I'm not sure with Weili. That's actually going to be interesting too if Weili gets some takedowns and gets her to the ground.
Yeah,
I'm also hyped on this one, but I'm going like 3-2 or 4-1 rounds for Valentina.
yeah, I can see that.
I think I'm going to get every pick on this card right, besides the one that scares me the most is Kopylov.
Yeah.
That's the only one that's sticking out to me. All right, Kris, next fight. All right, to
Here we
end out
go.
this fucking amazing card, you
Here
got
we
Jack
go.
Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev for the welterweight UFC strap. You guys already know. I already said earlier in the podcast who I think is going to win.
You
But
did say it. Yeah,
I don't know if I think he's going to win. I think it'd be such a cool story if he could get it done.
yeah. I can't disagree with that.
And it's like I had so much respect for Islam Khabib and those guys. Not that I root against them, but they're so freaking dominant and so freaking good. It's like it's such a cool story if someone could like kind of get the job done against them, if that makes sense. No hate. There's obviously a reason why they're the best and they rarely lose. But I don't know. I think Jack Della Maddalena, when he fought Bilal, I think he surprised a lot of people with the takedown defense and kind of like the high guard with his hands pushing off and angling out as you don't see takedown defense like that so often. I think Islam's not gonna have the physical advantage he usually has versus guys at 55. But we'll see. I don't know. I mean, the odds obviously favor Islam Makhachev, but I think it's gonna be a very close fight.
yeah.
I could see. I think JDM doesn't win by knockout though. I think he either wins by decision or Islam's going by like a Darce or some type of choke.
Yeah, I actually disagree with that. I think JDM will only win if he can finish him. I think if it goes the distance, it'll be Islam maybe. But yeah, I think I'm taking Islam.
Really? I don't know. I don't like it.
But what does Islam need to do to win?
Islam?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he just needs to be the undeniable self that he always is. I mean, push the presser, get good takedowns, but I don't know. He was kind of scaring me a little bit. Obviously, he finished Moicano quick, but he was looking a little weird on the feet to me. Like, he obviously amazing, like world class, like they always are. But that's when I'm scared. Like, if he wasn't able to dominate Poirier, I don't know if he can stand with JDM. But I think he's going to be able to sub him. I think he's just too good on the ground.
I think it's the first round's.
Ryan looks a little skeptical, bro. He's just like, his eyebrows are doing all that
Twitching
shit.
over
Like,
there.
yeah.
I don't know, because did he just say yeah, okay. Well, you think, I don't know. I mean, he could definitely sub him. But I don't know, just last performance of Jack Della Maddalena. But let's see, also, I think Islam like killed himself to get to 55 also. I think he cut a lot of weight to get there.
Yeah.
So he might be even stronger and
Yeah.
healthier at 170. That's like the factor of we don't know, like,
How's
is
he
JDM
gonna-
going to be the much bigger and much stronger guy, or is Islam going to take that weight up
Yeah.
good and like kind of
That's
fill
kind
up still?
game time thing that you see.
Yeah, that's like something more. So we'll kind of see. I do think on the feet, JDM's kind of awkward, has good, and he knows how to throw combos and also defend the grappling right away.
Totally.
Like you saw that in the Bilal fight. I don't know. I think it's JDM's time, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't
I think
hate
it's
that,
JDM's
but
time. Well, do you guys think
disagree.
Islam? I don't think so, but like everyone's saying, like, do you guys think Islam Makhachev ran away from Ilya Taporia, or was that just like he just wanted to go double champ status?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he was running away. I think that fight will happen. I think that fight has to happen at some point. I think this one just had to happen first.
Sucks because if he wins this, then Ilya has to go to 170 and
Yeah.
like pretty much.
Yeah.
But if he loses this, you're still set up pretty well for the Ilya versus thing. I don't think, but Islam's stock will drop a lot.
Yeah.
It's also the thing of like coming from Khabib's camp and being Islam, being Khabib, being these guys, like you're always supposed to win because you have this crazy wrestling and grappling. The guys you're fighting have everything to fucking gain.
Yeah.
Everything.
It's got to be added pressure.
Yeah, I'm going JDM. And then hold on, I wrote some notes down. So I'm not a betting man, but if you are, hypothetically speaking, if you want 2 locks for the card, I think it's probably gonna be even money. I don't know. I gotta look at the odds. But parlay Bo Nickel and Aaron Blanchfield together. I think those 2 picks probably my locks of the pick. Do you agree with those or no?
I don't hate that.
Okay. And then if you're feeling a little juicy, spicy, take a couple shots of tequila, underdog parlay, go with Benil Dariush, Michael Morales, Roman Kopylov, throw it in there if you want to or not, and just throw JDM in there too.
This guy's telling people to hypothetically bet on Benoit all of a sudden.
Did I say Benoit? I said Dariush.
Oh, I thought you said Benoit.
And then I said JDM.
Oh, I thought you said Benoit.
Are you
the
here?
Switch up, man.
Bro?
I am here.
Did I say
was
Benoit?
like, man,
Maybe he did sip that tequila.
I was like, man, the switch up.
I don't know what he's hearing. I don't know what he's hearing. So, who do you think gets performance of the night? If you're to guess,
that's hard.
Or who has like performance of the night, or who has a standout fucking moment on this?
I think Bo Nickel's having great performance. I don't think the fight's gonna be like the most exciting fight. There's gonna be a lot of grappling exchanges. I think 3rd round submission, probably gonna submit a black belt and amazing jiu-jitsu guy. So I think that's a possibility. I do think Morales versus Brady's gonna be a fucking dogfight.
I think that's the one I was gonna choose for fight of the night. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a banger.
Yeah. Valentina Whaley, fucking technical, really, really technical.
It's going to be one of those 2 for me.
And I also think like if Islam versus JDM, if it goes 5 rounds, I don't think it's going to be fight at night. But if either guy could get a finish, it's going to be spectacular.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like I think Islam's either going to have a 6 submission or like JDM might just find the rhythm of Islam on the feet and start pick-shotting him and just fucking land something crazy. Yeah. It's going to be a really good card, though. Really
amazing card. I'm super excited.
No, it's a great card. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we went through those and picked some predictions. What else we got to talk about?
I like there's anything else to talk about.
Let's talk about UNF Content Day real quick. Switch to UNF real quick.
Let's do it.
We have Content Day coming up December 6th. I don't think any other promotion really does a media day, anything like that besides like the UFC, maybe a couple other promotions.
Well, no, you're hitting on it. Like it's really good because when you're talking about there's not a lot of hype about certain fights, that's the great thing about Content Day. You create
we got to. I mean, the fighters deserve it, right? We want to get their stories out there, and obviously as a brand and promotion, it's great for us to promote the guys that are fighting with us, promote their stories, and build them to become stars. So either get to the UFC one day, or if they're on the UNF banner, kind of homegrown. I mean, we kind of did that with Taco a little bit. If you really think about it, Taco came to every Content Day. Black screen photos, interviews. He talked about how those Content days actually got him ready for the UFC.
Yeah, totally.
Maybe not physically, but for when he had to do the media day was yesterday, I think. And a lot of people were commenting on it like, wow, this guy's so genuine. This guy's so cool. I do think, not to pat ourselves on the back, but I do think the Content days we had in the interviews helped him be comfortable at the stage instead of it being the first time he did it.
No, Taco says that himself. And I think what you got to give props to Taco for is that he showed up. He saw the value in that. He did it. And over time, it's now paid off. Now he's on the biggest stage of the world. He's very well spoken. He's creating this fan base. I mean, people really just need to follow Taco's lead.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. And I think we all agree that we love taking care of our guys as much as we can. And I think this is just a great opportunity. And we stand out in that, like, get these guys, get them some food, take care of them, get them some cool pictures. Like, it's also fun for them, I would hope. Like, it's a win-win.
Dude, they love it. Some guys will come here, be done with all their stuff, and stay for an extra 2 hours.
Come with their friends and hang out and roam around.
I also love it, too, because we're very blessed to work with some amazing content creators, Adam Hendershot and Bing, who do the best black screen photos. I actually love when guys come get their photos here and then it becomes their profile picture on Camo or Tapology, and they're utilizing the content.
I was watching, I was looking because listen, I'm a big Taco fan, obviously. I think we all are. But, like, a lot of people on TikTok post their picks, like, who thinks going to win. People are bringing Taco's Tapology up, and he has the UNF gloves on it. So I thought it was just really fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I think everybody has to understand that content is super duper important. One of the things we're going to be doing also for all the athletes is working with Jeremy McPeak. And we're going to be doing a social media training for all of our athletes on, how to build your social media, the right way to do it, how to gain engagement and really pay attention to the analytics. Because I don't think people really pay attention to the analytics, and the analytics are super duper important in building a brand.
No, analytics are very important, but it's also like, I think a lot of people complain about fighter pay, where it's a UFC, regional, whatever it is. The more you invest in yourself, the more you post on social media, the more you know how that shit works, the more money you can make even before you get to the UFC. If you're a little popping on social media, or you have 1,000 more followers, or you post 3 more times, that person to your right, you guys got the same amount of skills, a company's most likely going to sponsor you over that person.
Well, what was great about Taco too, because we had Apu is one of our sponsors, right? And we were able to introduce Taco to Apu. Now Apu's sponsoring Taco, you know, in his UFC journey. So it's really, really cool to see kind of all the stuff kind of come together. And I think we keep talking about, but our graduating class of our next guys like to go to the UFC. I mean, we've got 4 or 5 guys that I think are really close to getting that call.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we're also cooking up a little more for the content day. Have these guys come out here, have some fun.
Yeah, Dylan's got some plans for content day.
I got some
content
ideas
What he comes up with. We'll see.
Well, yeah, well, you'll be here for content day, but Ryan won't be here. He'll be in Miami at a bachelor party.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know,
You'll be here. You'll be here in spirit, Dylan.
I wasn't even gonna say that.
What were you gonna
He
say?
will not be here in spirit.
I missed some trips and a lot of stuff for UNF, which I should. But you know, Morris, my best friend since I was like 2 years old, or I don't know, my best friend ever, decides to have his bachelor trip, content day weekend. I was thinking about missing it, to be honest, but I got the good graces from the team that everyone has it handled here.
Look, we have it covered. You can't let more down. You know, trip to Miami.
I'm still fighting with it. I'm just like, I hate missing this kind of shit. But yeah, I wish content day wasn't Saturday because I was really thinking of just flying out there one night to like celebrate and then coming back. But
yeah, go out there, enjoy. We'll miss you as you leave us hanging, making us do all the work. We'll make it all happen. We don't need Ryan anyway.
Well, he's going to Tulum like literally fight week. I'm going to be doing all the fucking medicals.
First of all, you approved it. And second of all,
he'll approve it and call you to come back still. Don't worry. That's how it goes.
I have a big all caps email from Kris saying approved. So I don't know what the woe's coming from, but that is not fight week. That's like a month before the fight. So
okay.
It's good.
Right on. All right. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to call a winner. I think Ryan pulls us off.
All right.
I'm not playing favorites.
We only got 2 different picks, right? I think.
Yeah, I think it was just 2 fights that we separated.
I probably went with you more often than him. Like, I don't know what the fuck. Bro, I don't know what I'm doing.
The favoritism's coming in, man.
No matter how much shit he talks, he has my back. I know he does.
100%.
He has to. I understand. I understand. But we'll see.
I feel a little frisky because of the ruckus.
We got the lunch on the line, so we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice 2,000 calorie Caesar wrap coming soon.
Yeah.
Be good.
All right.
Cool.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.